Hello, my name is Joe, and I'm an executive coach serving the energy industry. And for over a year before I began working with Jessica, I was struggling to stand up my new coaching business. I was struggling to translate the 15 years of corporate experience that I had into my new roles as business owner and as coach. And while I believed that I had the pieces in place to build a thriving business, my business was anything but thriving. I was failing to gain any sort of momentum, or even if I did gain a little bit of momentum, I was failing to sustain it. And so I reached out to Jessica in the hopes that she would be different from the millions of other small things that I had tried, the investments of time and energy and money and books and blogs and self-proclaimed gurus and all of these little things that, again, would give me a little bit of a burst and a little bit of a boost, but never really came together in anything meaningful. And I'm happy to report that immediately after working with Jessica, she was able to take all of those pieces and help me package them into a cohesive, coherent message that I was able to convey clearly and confidently to my ideal clients. And I was able to get in front of those clients, let them understand what it was that I had to offer, and sell what I had to offer. And we got to the point where, thanks to Jessica's efforts, I was able to sell six-figure packages with the same level of ease as I was trying to sell one-off services a year prior. We got to the same point where I was able to sell one-off services for $36,000, the same type of services I was struggling to sell for $3,600 a year prior. And while those results obviously were everything I had hoped for, perhaps what's most impressive and most gratifying to me is the fact that even after graduating from her Expert Accelerator program, I continued to build upon that momentum. And not just from a revenue standpoint, not just from a business results standpoint, but from a mindset standpoint. Because again, prior to working with Jessica, I was not focusing on the right areas. It was clear that I was investing lots of time, energy, and money, but they weren't on the right things. They weren't on things that were going to get me those big wins, those meaningful wins that Jessica helped me achieve. And now, as I continue moving forward, I'm able to draw on that same framework, that same approach, leverage those same tools, and achieve the same results, but at a much higher scale than I could have ever imagined had I not started working with Jessica. So that being said, if you were like me, where you feel like you have those pieces in place to build a business, but are struggling to package them together, and to build that momentum, then I wholeheartedly recommend you reach out to Jessica and you explore the ways in which she can help you do that, to get clarity, to get results, and to get the business off the ground or at a higher level off the ground than it is right